Hi, I'm Tiffany Peterson, and I'm excited to share with you today the key question to helping you maximize your time productivity, which then in turn has a great influence to your sales and your success. I'll be sharing that question with you in just one moment. One of the key things that's a critical skill set, right, to life in general, let alone to your business and your sales and your success, is how to differentiate what do you use your time for, right? Because there's so many different things that can fill into our time. What's key is being clear on your priorities. Your choice of your priorities and what you're doing there has a lasting impact, huge influence to your success. So I want you to look at this for yourself. So when you think about your life, your business life, your home life, your health, your finances, all of it, when you think of your life and what you're creating, I invite you to consider your core priorities and therefore to make some decisions. What will those priorities be? But one activity I encourage you to look at any area of your life is to consider this question. This is a juicy, juicy question, and that is this: what activities have the highest return on investment, or ROI? What activities in your life have the biggest impact or influence? And that those take precedence in your life and in your schedule, right? You've probably heard the quote by Stephen Covey that the main thing is to make the main thing the main thing. And see, the word priority was introduced to the English language in 1400. Well, come in the 1900s, the word priority, which meant the main thing, was changed to priorities, plural, as if by changing the language, we could change the reality, right? And one of the biggest struggles is choosing what do you say yes to, and what you're clear on, what you say yes to. It makes it so much easier to navigate what you say no to. But a great guidance question for your life and your sales and your business is this: what activities have the highest return on investment for you? So let's look at this just a little bit deeper. I want you to consider, I'm going to give you 3 areas to look at this as you think about choosing your priorities, right? Because it's really about priority planning, not as much about time management as it is, do my core priorities get into my life and into my schedule? So when you look at, back to that same question, highest ROI, highest return on investment activities, what are your biggest ROI activities in your business or in your sales, right? And you think about that. It might be contacting, it might be presenting, speaking, it might be phone calls, handwritten notes, networking, in-person, online, email marketing, social media, you name it. But when you look at this, if you had to pick one, maybe even say max 2, what are your top revenue producing activities? I call those RPAs, revenue producing activities, that help you fuel your business and your sales growth. And consider those then are obviously your priorities. Now, here's a little tip. For all of you, you're all in the people business. So no matter what you sell or what you do, whether you teach piano, you organize homes, you produce copy machines, or whatever the thing is that your thing is that you do, is that you're in the relationship business, right? You're in the people business. So connection is at the core of your creation of success in sales, right? I like to say connection equals clients equals cash. You're after connecting. But what highest return on investment activities help you grow your business, grow your sales, right? That may be for you, again, email marketing or social media. You might be more online based or in-person time, doing in-person meetups, coffee dates, lunch dates, or presenting to individuals. So it's being clear on what are those core priorities, and then that we'll talk about in a moment, getting them into your schedule. Secondly, same thing, like with your health. What are the key priorities that help you feel healthy, have the energy that you're after, that make the most amount of difference to you? Now, obviously, all of us being human, there'll be similarities there of sleep and nutrition and exercise and mental or emotional support for your health and well-being, but your core priorities there. Same thing with relationships. You could also do spirituality, your self-confidence, your self-care, but it's really looking at choosing those priorities in these areas by, again, navigating it with this key question to give you some direction. What activities have the highest return on investment? They have the most impact, the most influence, and then giving those activities precedence in your schedule. I find that first, being clear, right? Being clear on what are the priorities makes a huge difference for you creating more of the success, the sales, and the results that you're after. So take a moment, do this exercise before you move on from this video. Write down, what are my top revenue producing activities, my highest ROI activities in my sales and my business. And if you want to go on to the other areas of your life and fully architect out the other areas, go for it, right? It's just being clear, making some choices and decisions. What is the key priority? By having that clarity, clarity equals power. It creates powerful momentum towards what you're wanting to create more of in your life. Give it the precedence, though. Make it the main thing. Don't allow yourself to have 27,000 different things on your to-do list. Make some choices there. What are your core priorities? Honor them, schedule them, make a huge difference to your success and your results. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you'd like to stay connected to receive future trainings, tips, tools, or resources, I invite you to head to my website, tiffanyspeaks.com. Opt in there and a free training will be sent to your inbox, and then we'll stay connected with future trainings and events that are coming up. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting soon.